I hate how you can see Lamphead back there at all times.
I didn't want to say anything, but every week he seems to get a little closer and closer. I think he's gonna like eventually just snap your neck, or just take over as the co-host of the podcast at some point.
I mean, he might, dude, honestly.
Oh my god, yeah, because he's opening a whole portal to your room there now. I can. Like motherfucking Pokemon back in the news. We're back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about, like Bean Dad. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend.
Probably Bean Dad. Just kidding. It's Eric. It's Eric.
What's up, Eric? How you doing this week, man?
I am doing. I'm having a bean-rific time, bro.
I catch you off guard with that one?
A little bit. But yeah, I'm doing fine, dude. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Figured I'd pitch you a little curveball early on in the podcast there, see how you'd handle. Eric's brain just like literally goes to mush at the mention of Bean Dad.
It's just the name. It's so good. Like, it's such a great name for such a horrible person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
God damn it.
Yeah, but I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Fucking hate you, Bean Dad.
Oh yeah, man. It's this week I feel flew the fuck by. It's already Friday when we record this. It goes up on Sundays, but yeah, man. What are you drinking though?
I'm taking it easy. I didn't have anything intense lined up, so I'm going with a little something classic. It's just like normal, I guess you could say, something very normal. So it's just a Sapporo.
Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with that though. Those are Denko.
It's the reserve one.
Oh, I don't even think I've had those.
Yeah, so it's the it's barley, malt, and hops. So
it's just like a freaking beer.
It's a beer.
Yeah, it's just a brewski.
Brewski. But yeah, what about you, man? I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open because
I do have something intense.
Ooh.
I don't know what the brewing company is. I assume it's Melvin because it just says Melvin in big.
Fucking Melvin.
But it's called Sour Soul Volume 2.
Is that a sour, I assume?
I would hope.
What's up, Melvin?
Melvin, and it's got this cool like producer setup, like a little mix board and keyboard with like fruit all around it.
Okay, so Melvin drops fat beats.
Yeah, it's a sour ale with plum and spices.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Melvin dropped some tropical beats, my dude. That's what it seems like. So that's what I'm rocking this week. So let's go ahead and give these guys a try.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Classic Sapporo taste. How's yours, bro? Oh,
wow.
That face. You made a face.
It's like a fucking warhead.
You're drinking a warhead, bro? Is that what you're...
Yeah, dude. That shit like makes your mouth pucker. It's so sour. That's wild.
Is that a good thing or?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you like the sour beers, huh?
I do like the sour beers.
I've had a couple that have been terrible at some breweries.
Really?
Yeah, I've had some terrible ones. Like Town Park had a sour and a gose that they made at the brewery, and it it was fucking bad. And then there was another one that I tried at another brewery that was also bad.
Bad how?
Bad, like just like I don't know, just like too sour for me, I guess.
This
And
one
like
might
sour
this
and like not fruity, not any no kind of like it was just like sour beer taste.
Oh, okay. So this one's
You
like,
get what I'm saying?
yeah, this one's fruity, but it's like, whoa, like super sour. Like it's crazy. I like it though. It's just a little intense.
Yeah, I've had good
I
ones.
wasn't expecting it.
I've had good ones, but I've also had really bad ones. So I'm
So
like, those are always a toss up for me, you know?
shout out to Melvin and his funky tropical fruit beats.
Yeah. What's up, Melvin?
What's up, Melvin? Shout out to you.
Dropping that heat.
But what you been playing though? What you been
Bro,
playing though? See now,
I've been
Melvin's got me in like a groove.
I've been let's see what I've been playing. I have actually been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, you've been staying home all week, right?
I've been home all week, yeah. I played For Honor with the homies, which you hate, which you tried once and now you like hate it.
I will eventually give it a try. I'm just salty at their mistreatment of colorblind folk.
I don't blame you, dude. Like I think that's pretty fucking stupid. But yeah, I've been playing that and what else have I played? I feel like I played a little bit of Madden the other day when you hopped on and called me disgusting.
Yeah, I hopped on my PlayStation and saw Eric was playing Madden. And I literally started a voice chat just to tell him that he disgusted me.
So that was okay. And what else have I played? I'm trying to think because I played other stuff because it's been such a long week for me because I've been home all week.
I feel like, you know what's crazy? You've been home all week, and I feel like this is the week we've played Destiny the least.
The least, right? Well, you've been working though.
Yeah, that's true.
You've been working, and by the time you get home, I'm already like, I've been playing for 12 hours already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did do a Nightfall last night.
Oh yeah, we had fun for a bit. After we did some Legends.
Oh, we did some Legends mode. That's right.
We did some Legends.
So yeah, I mostly I've been playing. I think Ghost. So
nice.
It's been fun. I'm finally, I think, at the end of Act 3, or towards the end of the story. So
you're getting up in there towards the end now.
Yeah, I'm already fucking devastated.
Yeah, you wrapped up all the side quest storylines, and they're brutal, huh?
Yeah, I'm just mad at all of the stuff that happens to these poor people.
It's the fucking worst. No spoilers, but man, it gets rough there.
Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, that's what I've been playing, man. How about you? What have you been up to?
I have just been diving deeper and deeper into Dad of War. I want to keep that. I mean, that was an older game, but I still want to keep it like relatively like spoiler free. You know, I had a big boss battle, like a 2-on-1 boss battle. That was pretty intense. But I mean, I'm actually like getting a lot. I feel like with all the skills, I finally figured out how to like put all the skills together
Yeah,
to like get a good flow going and everything like that. So I finally I feel like comfortable with the combat finally. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. The story is finally like freaking roping me in. The boy is like ill right now, and it's a whole scandal. Like I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like,
oh, you just you wait.
Yeah, it got there's some pretty like dope like nostalgia thrown in there for like fans of the older games at some point that like that moment blew my mind, and I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. So like, you know, I'm having fun with God of War, Dad of War. Also playing a bit more BioShock. Like I put it like about an hour of BioShock in a day, so I'm playing it like an hour at a time because I just play it like that's what I do on my lunch break at work usually. Is I just sit there and play BioShock.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's dope, dude. Like I said, like I just pick up and like I like it's been running the entire time. Like I've never once turned the game off.
I see.
Yeah, so like I've literally just hop in and out of it for like short bursts. I'm getting pretty OP now in that game. Like I'm getting like all the upgraded versions of the plasmids, and like I have like a bunch of slots unlocked, so I have a bunch of abilities on at once. Like, and it's getting dope, man. Like I don't know how long the game is, but like I've been playing it for like a couple weeks now, like an hour at a time. You know, so like gotta be getting
It's
up in there.
it's somewhat longish. I feel like it's not like it's a good sized game.
Yeah.
I played that a very long time ago, so
Yeah, dude. Well, it's a super old game, right? It's like
yeah.
came out like when we were like in high school or something.
Yeah, it did.
That I played a bit more of the Monster Hunter Rise. Did I played that last week?
I think you hadn't gotten around to it last week.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. So I mean, I played the Monster Hunter demo. Played quite a bit of it actually. I did like the little tutorial training mission to like kind of get a feel for the controls and all that type of shit again. And I did the first, like the easy hunt or whatever. I knocked that one out pretty quick. And then they have another one that's like intermediate level,
Mm-hmm.
the Mizutsune. And that shit's fucking brutal, yo. Like, I haven't been able to beat it.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten like super close ones, I think. And like, because I think after you get like knocked out 3 times, like you're out, like you fail the mission and shit like that. But it's tough, man. Like, basically, if you die, it doesn't heal or anything. You just gotta run back to it super quick, and you can respawn a couple times, and like keep trying to pound away at it and kill it. But I just haven't been able to. The last time I tried is I think I got the furthest. Like it ends up running away to like a spot where there's another big monster, and then they end up starting to get into it. And you gotta be fighting between both of them, and eventually, like the new mechanic from the trailer that we talked about last time, where you can like actually ride them and shit like that, and do shit with them.
Oh, so you can pit them against each other.
So basically, like they're already going at each other, but basically you gotta like smack one and like daze it kinda, and grab onto it and use it to beat the shit out of the other one, like in a more focused attack. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but I just haven't like, but like,
playing it.
But it like. They're like, especially like the one monster you're actually hunting, it's like a little water dragon snake that shoots like these giant bubbles all over the place. It's like freaking thrashing all over. Like the hitboxes are super hard, man. Like it's a tough game. So I mean, but it's kind of goes back to like how like I've gotten hooked to all the Souls games, even though I can't really do much in them. Like I'm getting my butt kicked in it, but like. I want to go back to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you gone back to Bloodborne?
Not Bloodborne, but I did play a bit more Demon Souls, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I figured I had been having a miserable time in that game because I hadn't like found the blacksmith to repair my weapon, but I finally repaired my weapon. Like I can damage people again, which is
okay. How's your tendency? Your light tendency?
Oh well, that is well. If you watch enough playthroughs and content on Soul stuff like I do, you know how to avoid fucking yourself over. So as long as you don't die in human form and body form, your tendency doesn't change.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you know the hub world, the Nexus, where like you go to where you get to all the other worlds.
Yeah.
You gotta basically kill yourself in there because that one doesn't have any sort of tendency. You kill yourself in there before heading out, so that way you can die as much as you want and nothing happens, basically.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, the only way to change your tendency is doing stuff in body form, either dying or living in body form.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but that's pretty much been my week. A little bit of Destiny, a little bit of Legends with you, like we mentioned with you. Legends is also pretty brutal, man. It gets hard. It's tough, man.
Yeah, I got pretty. My favorite thing that we did was marching in there with our flutes.
Oh, dude, yeah, we made this like assassination flute squad. We were just like marching to the point slowly, all playing our flutes.
We were just sticking around, but
it was amazing.
It was pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, but Man, that game is fun, man. We need to play it more to like rank up so we can do that raid whenever it unlocks.
Yeah, I think we're gonna attempt to play that a little more.
Yeah, so because Ghosts game of the year, man. Game of the year 2020. I still stick by it.
I do too, dude. I do too. I'm still playing it. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I still go back. I'm probably gonna do the whole new game plus and all that.
Dude,
Everyone that I know has been like, they beat the game and they're still playing it because it's so good. You know
it
what I
really
mean?
is that good, yeah. New game plus, like all your skills and stuff carry over, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
See, I'm probably gonna do that too. I'm gonna do that in the Kurosawa mode in black and white, and wreak some freaking havoc, dude.
That was my plan to do because I'm playing it in English too.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get to New Game Plus, I want to, since I'll already know all the stories, I want to put it
Bro, I'm so
Japanese.
excited for next week.
What's next week?
Well, by next week you'll have finished it, I can see your goddamn reaction to the end, dude.
I will have finally finished it. Yes,
it's some fucking shit, man. You're not even ready.
I don't think I'm ready.
I need to know what you do. Like, dude, it's gonna be interesting to see what you do.
Okay. Wait, no, they make you choose things? No.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate when they make you choose things.
Yeah, well, strap up, buddy boy. But moving on to some topic-a-roonies. Y'all know how we do. Starting off with, we can't, like, dude, can we go 1 week?
I don't think
1 week. Can we go 1 week without having to mention CD Projekt Red and their nonsense again?
I don't think we can at this point.
They came out and released the like CEO or whatever the company released this like, boo, this is my statement. This is our side of the story. These are blah, blah. He doesn't really say anything. Basically, he says it was an attempt to explain like behind the scenes what was going on leading up to launch and how they and how development looked on their end. And they didn't say anything. Like they didn't like they were just like, oh, on our end. We don't see a lot of the problems and technical glitches that were in the final product. We weren't actually seeing that, and we were seeing improved performance on the last gen consoles week by week. So we were confident that by the time release came, that it'd be good to go because week by week it was looking better. Like, so they still didn't really own up to anything. It was like another bullshit fucking statement, and on top of that. They delayed after this game's already out. It somehow got delayed again. So the next gen versions on PS5 and Series X are now pushed back to the second half of 2021.
As they probably should have been since the fucking beginning. So.
Yes. So whatever the release date is for these next gen versions, that. Right there it should have been the real release date for the whole game. So whenever that date comes out, keep an eye out, y'all. That's when the game should have dropped. You'll know that. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. It's gonna drop. I can guarantee you it's not gonna drop till a holiday or something. So it's gonna be literally a year late, and it should have just been delayed a whole year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should have just. They could have avoided this whole thing because now people are gonna be like, well, I don't want to play this shitty game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's already got the stink on it, Eric. It's got the cyber stink on
it. Yeah, it's more than a stink now. It's a cyber stench.
Yep, it's permeating.
Yes, it is through the box.
Oh man!
When you pick it up, it comes with a disclaimer, warning: it stinks.
you know.
Oh, we'll receive it and Best Buy is like, "What's that smell, oh, dude?"
we just got a fresh shipment of Cyberpunk.
Yo, Lonnie, put the Cyberpunk in the back. That shit smells.
We ain't got no more room for the Cyberpunk in the back. We got too much Cyberpunk in the back. It stinks in
Why
here.
is he Italian all of a sudden?
I don't know. Oh fuck, man.
Oh God,
Well,
Cyberpunk, you are a dumpster fire. I'm sorry.
yeah, moving on from that
Oh,
quickly.
jeez.
Bethesda and Lucasfilm Games in conjunction announced that they're working on a new Indiana Jones game. So it's a standalone adventure starring the legendary archaeologist and will tell a wholly original story set at the height of the career of the famed adventurer. So it's not going to be based on any of the movies or anything like that. It's going to be a completely original story. So I mean, it's being done by Machine Games, who did Wolfenstein and like the newer Wolfenstein games and stuff like that, and it's being overseen and directed, I believe, by God Howard himself, Mr. Todd Howard. So, I mean, what do you think, man? You gonna give it a shot? You excited? You do you give a
I'll
shit
try
about?
it.
Do you give a shit about indie still in 2021?
I loved indie when I was like 5.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I love the whole thing in Disneyland. You know, I've gone on that ride 1,000 times. So I
Thousand
think,
times minimum.
yeah, minimum. I've seen a couple of the movies. I'm not a big fan of the new movies, the newest ones that have come out. Like the older ones are better, I feel.
Yeah, Crystal Skull with like the alien
Yeah, that
and all
yeah.
that. Like,
Mm,
yeah, I feel you on that.
mm.
Feel you on that.
So yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see like some gameplay.
I mean, it's basically just gonna be Uncharted, right?
That's why I imagine it to me. Imagine it to be like a,
It's
like third person
because
kind of
basically it's
exploring.
gonna be it has to be like Tomb Raider, right? Because Tomb Raider basically was like a Indiana Jones ripoff. Is what it started off as. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
yeah.
and then Uncharted is just rip off male Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? So
So
I figure
so it's gonna be Uncharted with an Indiana Jones skin on, right?
yeah. I mean I've never played any of the Uncharted games. Have you?
No, I have the Uncharted collection on my PlayStation. I just have never felt inclined to just download it and play it.
Yeah, so I don't. I wouldn't have any comparison points. So I don't know how good or bad they are, or if like it would be a good thing, if it was an Uncharted game with an Indiana Jones skin. We need to get someone on here with a little more experience in that series. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I don't know.
sorry, we let you down, friends. We can't speak on this very well.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't know. And it's just not a franchise that I'm just like whoa about.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. I'm not. Don't get
Hey,
me wrong. It's
hey,
cool. I
hey.
love it. I love it. But
And you know what? It was like one of like our proudest moments in high school. We fucking learned the theme song on our trumpets
yeah, exactly.
because
Like
we're fucking nerds.
like I said, it's India is awesome. I'm not bad. I'm not like knocking on them or anything. But I don't know. I'd have to see some gameplay. And if it's Uncharted, then I might not play it.
Might not play it.
Yeah,
I
we'll
feel
see.
ya.
We'll see. I don't know, the teaser trailer that they barely announced, like that wasn't enough for me to
It
get me
isn't
hype.
it isn't anything.
It's
Yeah.
just like the stupid God of War thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The God of War 2 thing, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing.
I
It's
agree. Yeah, it is
we've talked
indicative
about
of
this before.
anything.
I
Yeah,
hate I hate
it's a
when things
fucking
do this.
JPEG reveal, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like show me some gameplay and then I'll be excited. Then I'll talk more about you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think it's at least a cool idea. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's been a long time since like we've gotten like a good sort of like licensed game like that. Like outside of like Fallen Order, which was a good licensed Star Wars game. Like I'm pretty
Right.
down to check out. Especially like with like I mean Wolfenstein games are like pretty highly acclaimed and everything like that. So I mean we'll see. I think they could pull off something cool with it at least. At least it's gonna be different.
Yeah, I really hope it's different. I
Yeah.
hope it's not bad.
Hope they have like some like sick ass whip mechanics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Some like dope like whip combat.
Whip combat and like use it as like a freaking like hook shot, like to like grapple
Yeah.
across ledges and shit. Like
Yeah,
they could do a
exactly.
lot, dude. They could do a lot.
Yeah.
Like the freaking ghost grappling hook, man.
I was playing Ghost earlier today, and my girlfriend was like looked over, and then she saw me like grappling like from tree to tree, and then she's like, because she's like in and out, has been like watching me play this,
Mm-hmm.
and then she just looks up and she's like, "When the fuck did you turn to Spider-Man?"
Spider Gin, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, it could be good, man. I think. If it's good, I'll play it. If I get more excited once I see gameplay, then I'll probably end up playing it. But as of now, I gotta see some more stuff.
Might be Xbox exclusive, so we gotta get that cop that Series X first.
Yeah.
Hey, which means it'll probably be on Game Pass for free though. So
Yeah. Nah. Maybe not.
I mean,
Eventually.
I guarantee it's an Xbox game, dude. They all come day one to Game Pass.
Okay.
That's their thing. So
Got it.
yep. So moving on from that, back to Nintendo being Nintendo. Looks like there was this modder on YouTube. I think his channel is Stack Smashing on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his like name is Thon Stack Smashing Roth on YouTube. He's a modder that like he did a bunch of experiments with it, trying to figure out like how they got data onto it, because the USB-C port he figured out is charge only. It can't transfer data or anything like that.
Right.
Somehow he figured out how to get other stuff on there. He got Legend of Zelda, the original NES one, I think, running on there, and he actually got the original Doom to run on there. And all of a sudden, he woke up one morning and his videos were removed from YouTube because they were copyright claimed by Nintendo.
Fucking Nintendo.
And what's interesting is that they left the one where he puts Doom on it alone. It's just the ones that had Nintendo related content that they took. So they're really just, I guess, going like really, really, really fucking crazy about protecting
Nintendo shit.
Their IP at all fucking costs, no matter how big, how small. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. I mean, this also could have been like, it also could be like, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, YouTube has like an AI system that catches stuff like this, so I'm sure Nintendo has a similar thing. You know what I mean? So it might just have gotten flagged like through like data recognition and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, probably that's a good theory.
But yeah, man.
Because that stuff does not discriminate.
It's crazy. I mean, it sucks though, because like there are a bunch like videos like that are super fucking cool. Like I love mod videos and like channels that dedicated on like modding hardware and doing crazy stuff with like older systems that like, you know, you can't normally get more juice out of old stuff and everything like that. You know what I mean? So it sucks that if they start like cracking down harder on stuff like that, like there are whole ass channels that are going to be like taken down because of it, and it's really going to suck, you know?
Yeah, I agree, dude. I don't know why they've been so shitty. Like they're not if anything, they're promoting your product. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not doing anything terrible. To me, it's not terrible. Like he's just fucking with the stuff that he just had, you know, like
yeah, and like
he bought the stuff. He should be able to do whatever he wants with it.
And it's like fascinating. It's like people want like you said, it's more exposure because people want to see this stuff because it's just interesting. You know what I mean? Like like how much juice can you get out of this tiny little device? Let's fucking find out. You know what I mean? Like it's just there are a bunch of people like us who are into that type of shit. You know? So like
right.
The fact that they're like removing people's ability, I mean, I guess it like you said, sure, you fucking fuck with it, you may void a warranty, and if it breaks, that's on you, you know what I mean? But there's no reason.
You spent the money on it.
But you spent the money on it, you know, and you should be able to film yourself doing whatever the fuck you want with it. You know what I want necessarily.
Exactly. It'd be I would understand if this guy's like modding shit and then selling it, because a lot of people do that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, here's this modded Switch, and I'm gonna buy all these modded Switch, and oh, here's a Switch with all these crazy games on it for like $600, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
all over
this guy,
offer.
exactly.
They actually did put a guy in jail for that. We actually talked about that, I think.
Yeah, we did a while back. But the thing is, like, this guy and people like this, they're just playing with the stuff, destroying and reassembling the stuff that they bought. I don't see anything wrong with that. So I think it's kind of fucked up that Nintendo's doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, so.
But whatever.
Sucks to suck, I guess. Fuck you, Nintendo. I'm gonna still gotta buy your stuff though, because I'm a fucking sucker. But yeah, man. Moving on from that to some more sad news. One of my most anticipated games of the year, which I guess it's a good time to sprinkle in one of our PodBoyz questions here for the week. We talked about last week at the end of the show that we're going to be sprinkling in questions from the community on this new channel we have on the Discord. So Ace actually asked what our most anticipated games of 2021 are so far, and I actually had this answer prepared. And I was going to say Hogwarts Legacy, the sick-ass Harry Potter RPG that was announced during the PlayStation 5 event last year. It was supposed to be coming this year, and that was actually literally my most anticipated game of the year. I was fucking ready for that shit. Already, first month of the year, and it's already come out as the first major delay, I suppose, of the year. Already pushed back to 2022. They said that they're just giving the game the time it needs, which is fair. We don't want to side. Yeah, we don't even gotta go there. But,
no, just take your time, please, because I was actually pretty excited for that game too.
Yeah,
it looks sick just for what they showed, like fucking casting magic with your friends and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that was my most anticipated game of 2021. Now I gotta like really reconsider because we don't really necessarily know what's coming and what isn't. Like
I know what mine is.
You know,
so far.
So because like Horizon, yeah, it's gonna be fucking dope, but I still haven't beat the first one, so I don't have that attachment or that like desire for it yet.
That was mine.
That's mine.
Because I've played that game. I've spent over 100 hours on that game.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I love Horizon, and I love that game, and so I can't wait to see what they can do with new hardware and with just not just the way it plays, but like the whole thing about
that beer,
the bow. You know, I want to play with the bow with the triggers. Dude.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The trigger resistance. I want to see what they come up with, like to like integrate that. You know, that's the kind of stuff that's been getting me excited. I want to see stuff like that, and the fact that I know for sure that is a game that's like bow heavy, and it's something that like is gonna be super integrated if they do it right. To me, that's my biggest like and like anticipated like release for me.
And on the other side of the coin, it's gonna be just like 2017, because the thing is, this is another one that would be my most anticipated game of the year, but no one fucking knows. Like I don't know if it's coming. Nobody knows if it's coming this year or not. But Breath of the Wild 2, that would definitely be another one for me, and it would be a repeat of 2017 because Horizon dropped, and then I think a couple weeks later, Breath of the Wild dropped. And on the other side of the coin, I have put over 100 hours into Breath of the Wild, and I loved all the crazy mechanics. To this motherfucking day, you still see like fucking crazy ass like trick videos pop up on Twitter every now and then of people manipulating the physics in that game in some fucking insane, ridiculous way to like pull off some crazy trick shot kill. And like there's so much to do in that game, so many different ways to handle every situation. Like I want to see how they expand on that. I want to see the continuation of the story. I want to because The teaser trailer like set up a bunch of shit. It's already looking wild. We talked. Pretty sure we talked about it like last year and shit like that. So like, you know, if it comes out this year, that's definitely going to be my most anticipated game of the year. As of right now, confirmed, I would say No More Heroes 3. I'm excited for No More Heroes 3 for sure. So, but again, until I start getting some concrete release dates and stuff like that, like it's hard to really say because, you know, right now, I mean, same thing with Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank's probably going to be fucking dope, but when is it coming? You know?
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank looks cool. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the train in the background, but
Ooh, that is a little loud.
yeah, it's just I don't know if you want to wait for a sec till it passes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, so you're excited for either Breath of the Wild 2 if it comes out. Honestly, I think it might come out 2022 if anything. You know what I mean?
Yes, it hurts my soul.
That's my opinion. I know it's their 35th anniversary and everything, but I don't know. I wouldn't want you to have a bad Breath of the Wild experience.
Well, it's been a good amount of time, sir.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been this March would be 4 years.
Oh, that's right.
So
I forgot
mean,
that came out a long time ago, huh?
yeah, it launched with the Switch in 2017, March.
Oh yeah, maybe who knows? Maybe it will come out this year.
March. Yeah, it's been 4 years, and I mean, they don't need to build a whole new game world or anything. It's going to be set in the same Hyrule, in the same map as Breath of the Wild. So you know, what I mean, it's not like they had to like build anything from scratch, really. You know what I mean? They already had a good foundation for it. So
True,
I don't know.
All right. Well, so Breath of the Wild 2, No More Heroes 3, and I said Horizon 2. So
that's fair. Pretty good games, man. Like there's okay. I got another one. I got a good one. Deathloop.
Oh, Deathloop that's coming out in May.
May, yeah. So it's still a ways off, but I'm actually looking really forward to.
I got another one that we are all excited for. What was it called? Hood. The
like thief simulator thing.
Yeah.
Is that coming this year?
That comes out this year.
Oh shit! Okay, well, dang.
Yeah, so we have a few that we're excited for, but I think if we're saying most anticipated, I would say Horizon, and I'm assuming you would say Breath of the Wild / No More Heroes, right?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild / No More Heroes for me. But yeah, man. Moving on. Thank you. Shout out to the boy Ace for the question. Thank you, man. Hope you stuck around to listen to it this time. But
wait, we kind of skipped over it. Yeah, the Hogwarts Legacy is delayed, and it is very sad, and very, very sad. You just don't want to talk about it. Move on.
I grazed over it for a reason, my guy. I grazed over it for a reason. I'm hurting over here.
We can move on before you start tearing up.
Yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, moving on. So Nintendo finally realized that it's a new year because like 15 days into the month, they're like, by the way, here's our New Year's sale.
Cool, thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, so they got a bunch of like even like some of the first party games are on sale. They got Clubhouse Games for $27.99, Immortals Phoenix Rising, the new the like Ubisoft Breath of the Wild clone based in like Greek mythology. So that one's $20 off, $40. Mario Maker's 41. So I mean, check out the eShop right now, y'all. It's a lot of crazy deals. Captain Toad's on sale for 27. Kirby's on sale for 41. So bunch of the bigger games are at least $20 off. So Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Okay, I'm probably gonna cop that one because I don't have that's the sequel to the first Ori, and
Oh.
I actually haven't copped that, so I might actually dip my snoot in the till and cop me some Ori goodness. But there's a lot of dope stuff on here. Splatoon's on sale. I've never gotten Splatoon, which is great. Okami is $10. Go buy Okami if you've never played Okami.
Mega Man.
Mega Man is on sale. The Legacy. Oh, it's the Mega Man
it's a
Zero collection. The
Yeah.
Mega Man Zero one for $20. That's pretty dope. Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon 2, $10. It's a steal for like a classic like Castlevania style game. Horizon Chase Turbo, if you like old school like polygonal graphic like arcade racing games. It's like a modern one of those. It's pretty dope. So I mean, definitely a bunch of Raji, that like game by that Indian developer that looks super cool at that indie showcase we talked about a while ago. That's on sale for $18. So definitely a lot of dope stuff. Check out the eShop if you're looking for some new games, y'all. A lot of good deals on there.
I might cop something here. I got a few gift cards I'm looking to spend.
Yep. And then we can touch real quick on GameStop. Well, we've talked about GameStop before and how they're on the brink of dying all the time, and like they're closing hundreds and hundreds of stores every year, losing millions and billions of dollars every quarter and stuff like that. It looks like things are starting to turn around a little tiny bit. It could just be like the stock market acting up, for a week or two because it's already kind of going back down. But their stock surged from like $15 all the way up to like almost $40 per share.
That's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, so it got pretty high for a couple of days there. Chaboy, I actually own 3 shares in GameStop, so I actually benefited from this.
Nice.
Swimming in that paper from GameStop now, y'all. But yeah, man. They announced like some new board members, including a guy who specializes in like converting physical storefronts into like really like successful e-commerce type of shit where it's all online and stuff like that. So who knows, man? GameStop might be going all online, or something, like, so they're definitely going to be trying out different stuff. And it looks like the fucking suits in Wall Street are perking their ears up for some reason, you know what I mean? So like people are buying the stocks, it's going up. It's like I said, it like almost like doubled, almost tripled over the course of a week and stuff like that, the value. So hey man, maybe those 3 shares, if they keep going up, I'm gonna ride those 3 shares to retirement, bro. Let's go.
All 3 of them.
All 3. The gang's all here. Oh yeah, man. That's gonna do it for the smaller topics here. Before we move on to the main stuff here, let's start off with another one of these questions. So we'll start off from I sprinkled in that 8th question because it was relevant to the topic that we were talking. But let's start off at the top of the list here, starting off with VC, the homie V Sips question. Shout out to VC. Make sure you guys check out his channel and sub to him if you haven't. If you're new here. A lot of dope content over there. But he asks, what was the worst experience you ever had playing a video game?
Should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, to me, the worst experience I've ever had goes all the way back to being a kid on my PlayStation 1 and going out and getting Gundam Dynasty Warrior.
Oh, no.
I was so fucking stoked as a kid because I was like, dude, this Gundam game, you gotta play as a Gundam. I was so fucking stoked.
And it wasn't a fight, and it wasn't a fighting game is the thing. It was a Gundam game that wasn't a freaking like 2D fighter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like a 3D Gundam. And I was
exactly.
like, dude, 3D Gundam? Hell yeah, I'm in. I'm a big as a kid, I was staying up late watching Toonami and shit just to watch Gundam, like, and
Endless Waltz and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like a big Gundam kid as a fan. I built all the models, and I was finally getting this game.
Gundam kid as a fan, he says.
Oh, my bad. Big Gundam fan as a kid.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Look, I'm getting excited just thinking about how excited I was when I was a kid.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, so I went and my parents got me this Dynasty Warriors Gundam game, and I popped it into my PlayStation. And I fucking hated it because it was so bad. It was like, I will admit, it was kind of cool to be playing as the Gundams, but it was like so, even as a kid, I was just like, dude, is this ever going to get good? I'm just fighting the same enemies over and over again.
It's like slashing giant groups of people and shit.
They just fall over. Like, I'm not having fun with this. I literally played it for like a couple days. I unlocked some of the characters, and I was like, fuck this sucks. I never played it again.
Dang.
Never played it again.
And
I was
now,
so devastated.
And now we know why Eric refuses to buy Age of Calamity.
That's actually part of the reason why. I've been so disappointed by Warriors games, like Dynasty Warriors game. It's just so bad.
Dang, so you're gonna give Persona 5 Strikers a shot or nah?
I don't know. Well, it's a little different. It's not made by the same people, is it?
Yeah, it's a straight up Warriors game by Bandai Namco.
I don't know, man. I fucking don't know.
Koei Tecmo, I think, or whatever. Koei Tecmo, I think it is.
So I don't know. Well,
that one that one people say it's like the one that's the least like a Warriors game out of any Warriors game they've ever played. So I don't know. Maybe look at gameplay first, but. My worst gaming experience is fucking For Honor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
no. It wasn't that bad. It was also back when I was a kid, and ironically ties back into the last question and my answer for it. It was actually a fucking Harry Potter game.
Was it Sorcerer's Stone?
No, Sorcerer's Stone was bad, but it wasn't the worst. It was the fucking Quidditch World Cup game, bro.
Hey, man, that game was good.
Bro, no, I got it for PC, and...
Oh, mistakes.
It was like around the same time that we were playing Diablo. You and I were playing Diablo, and like the controls on the PC were so fucking jank, dude. And like I remember, like I was a little kid, and like I was fucking dumb as a kid. And like I remember like getting like frustrated to the point of like almost crying, just like because I couldn't get it to control properly and shit. Like that was by far the worst time ever. I was just mad the whole time. Like I never.
We played that together. Was it the same game, or was it maybe one after? Or was it the only one? It was like
I don't know. I think it might.
We played the PS2 one. We played it together.
Maybe, but I just remember I just remember playing that fucking PC version and just literally almost like fucking breaking my computer.
I don't blame you.
I was like literally gonna go like. Remember the fucking one of like the first original crazy viral YouTube videos? It was like the angry German kid. Just like, like, that was fucking me playing that fucking Quidditch game, bro. Fuck that game.
Yeah. I don't know. As a kid, I remember being so hyped for some games and then like opening them up and putting them in and starting to play them. And I'm like, wait a minute. This sucks.
Yeah.
So...
Fuck, man.
Those are the memorable ones.
Yeah, man. We can start moving on into some of. Shout out to VC once again. Thank you for the question. Keep forgetting to thank y'all for the questions. I appreciate y'all for sending those in.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
We can start moving into the bigger topics here, starting with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. It's coming out next month, I believe. Yeah, February 12th. This is a day one cop for me. It's the Wii U Mario game, basically. The like 3D world. It's like half 2D, half 3D. So I never played it. It's a super cool concept, and like it looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna run through it with my girlfriend and everything like that. But It looks really good. I don't know if you got a chance to check out the new trailer, but for people who already played it, they also showed off a trailer of the extra Bowser's Fury content. So, did you get a chance to check it out at all?
I've never played it as well, but seeing that trailer with the Bowser's Fury thing makes me want to buy it.
Dude, it looks fucking crazy.
So
like that
crazy.
Fucking Super Saiyan giant cat Mario. You get to have like a fucking kaiju battle with like Giga Bowser, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And dude, like, I don't know, the base game looks super fun. Like, it looks like really different from like traditional 2D and traditional 3D Mario. You know, it's like a weird blend, like a weird isometric blend of everything. So I think it looks really fucking good. And like, everyone says it's like really, really fucking good. It's a Mario game, so it's obviously got like high critical acclaim and praise and everything, but even in the community, people say it's a fucking great game. So I'm really, really fucking excited for this, man. This is day one for me.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Might buy 2 copies because I don't know if I want to fucking wait for my girlfriend to finish it or have her wait for me to finish it.
Ah, good point. Yeah, dude, I am probably going to buy this one for sure.
Dude, that Bowser looks fucking epic, dude.
Mostly just because I want in on that Bowser battle.
The music, like in the trailer, is epic while it's going on too. Like, it looks like so much fun, man.
It does. It really does.
I mean, the game itself is like, it comes with like you can do up to 4-player co-op for the whole game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I hear it's like some of the craziest fun you could ever have because it's Mario with friendly fire, basically. Like, you can like bonk each other down and like send each other into a pit. You can like the button to like grab things apparently is the same button to run. So you can like run by one of your people and grab them and like, oh, what do I do? And like throw them into a pit or something. Like, you can like just fuck with people, basically. You know what I mean? So I mean,
yeah,
seems like a lot of fun. It's gonna have online play added and everything. So looks really fun. I'm super excited to check it out. And yeah, man, day one purchase.
When does it come out? Let's see.
February 12th.
Oh, okay. So not too long from now.
Yeah, literally almost a month, exactly a month away.
Nice.
A couple of days before Ooh, that locks down a Valentine's Day gift for me.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You're set up.
I'm set up. But yeah, man, it looks super fucking good. Let's throw in another question here before moving on to the next topic, which is a big one for us, I'd say. This one comes to us from the big homie, the Galaxy B-Master, Dior Wilson himself. Shout out, Dior. Thank you so much for sending in the question. Thank you so much for always keeping that news channel popping in the Discord. You know, you're the true homie. We appreciate you. But Dior Wilson asks, what was your first console?
You go first on this one.
Okay, so my first console that I owned personally was a Sega Genesis. I owned a Sega Genesis and I had 2 games. I had Sonic the Hedgehog, which I used to make my mom play with me all the time. She says I used to like make her play. Like, I would like make her play so I could watch mostly. And then I had this like weird, crazy, like kind of like Golden Axe style game called Kadash.
Let
me look. I haven't like even like, oh, my phone just died, I think. Yeah, cool. Can't look it up. Let me look it up on my computer because I don't think, like, honestly, like when Dior asked this question and I thought about it, I remembered my Genesis and like I had like a Jimmy Neutron like brain blast and I unlocked the memory of this fucking Kadash game. And like, I wanted, like, did I make it up? No, I didn't make it up. Yeah, so it's like a little side-scrolling RPG type of thing.
Oh, this explains your obsession with RPGs.
Yeah, it's a little side-scrolling RPG with like, dude, look at the freaking cover to this thing. It's like, this explains my obsession with RPGs and wizards and dragons and Dungeons and Dragons and fucking knights and armor and fucking swords and all. Look at this fucking the game that I got, the second game I ever owned in my life. I wish I could put this up on the screen for y'all, but look up Kadash for the Sega Genesis. Cadash.
Wow, that
Yeah.
literally is.
Yeah, so I remember you could choose a couple different characters. You could run around as like a guy with the sword and an axe and stuff. You could pick I think an old guy who could cast spells and stuff like that. And it was just like a little side-scrolling, little like slasher type of thing. And it was fucking dope. Man, it's $35. Damn, it's expensive still.
Probably like rare now.
Yeah, dude. So.
Oh, I'm seeing some gameplay, and it's
yeah,
like you choose a little wizard, jump
yeah,
around.
Yeah. It's a side-scrolling RPG / platformer. So you're jumping around like a platformer, but there's combat. You can choose different classes of character. Like it was such a dope game.
That looks dope, dude. I've never even heard of this game.
Yeah, I never hear anybody like even mention or talk about it ever. That's why like I thought it was like a fucking fever dream for a while. Like I had to like Google that shit. And I was like, no, it's real. Fucking Kadash, dog. Oh wait, I think I also had a fucking like Larry Bird basketball game. Yeah. I had a Larry Bird basketball game. I remember because the cartridge had like this weird yellow tab on the side of it that like set it apart from my other cartridge. Man, shout out Dior for this question, man, making me fucking like time travel out here, man. But yeah, mine was the Sega Genesis with that fucking dope ass Kadash game, and my boy started my lifelong obsession with this little blue hedgehog too, because I love me some Sonic.
So.
I go fast.
I'll go next. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, really, Eric? Will you go next?
No, you know what? I won't.
Who else was going to go? No, go ahead. Put Lamphead on here. Get Lamphead on the call. What was Lamphead's first console? It was a Virtual Boy, wasn't it?
No, it was not. My first console ever. So, all right. I don't feel like this one counts because it wasn't mine. It was technically my dad's.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, my dad at one point, he actually had an Atari.
Oh, nice.
So he had an Atari that he just like someone gifted him, and we would play what is it? The side to side like ping pong. Pong, yeah.
Yeah, just Pong, yeah.
We played Pong, and there was another one that he had. It was like an Alien Invaders one, I think. And so we played that like when I was really, really little.
No ET? No ET game? No horrible ET game that had to be buried in a landfill in mass quantities?
For the Atari?
Yeah. You didn't know about that?
No.
Bro, read a book. Bro.
Read a book. Fuck you. Go away.
But no, yeah, there was an ET game for the Atari that was so bad that like literally they tried to destroy it by like burying mass quantities of it in like mass graves out in the desert, and eventually like
was it killing children or something?
No, it was just really fucking bad. So they wanted to pretend like it didn't exist ever.
Wow.
Yeah, so collectors actually went and dug them up eventually. Yeah, like you could buy like a fucking landfill copy of ET.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
So we had that as a kid, and then what we actually did play a lot of that I remember was we had an NES. But yeah, we had an original NES, and we had Super Mario, and we had Ninja Gaiden, Street Fighter, I think.
Oh, fuck you! Street Fighter was.
No, that was Super. That was
yeah. You're tripping.
No, it wasn't Street Fighter. It was we had Duck Hunt.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, those are all the games we had. Actually, we didn't have that many games. I think I still have some of those cartridges here. I think we had Castlevania too, but we never actually played
man. It. Dude, that game was hard as shit. But
we were kids, so we didn't know how to play these
games.
Yeah,
I played Super Nintendo when I was a kid. Even when you met me when I was slightly older, but still a kid. I'd go to fucking TJ like a lot.
Oh, like your cousin's houses. Yeah,
and I'd spend whole ass summers and stuff there. So I played a lot of systems at my cousin Night Juane. Shout out Night Juane. We have a question coming up from him in a sec here too. I played a lot of Super Nintendo at his house when I was a kid. Like Super Nintendo and Genesis were like my first exposure. I want to say I played NES games through emulators and stuff later, but yeah, I played a lot.
I actually had the hardware. We had the gun too. We had the little gun.
Yeah,
The NES gun.
I played a lot of Super Nintendo. Played a lot of Super Mario World. He had this Batman game. I remember. I think it was Batman Forever, Batman Returns, or something like that. Played a bunch of stuff, but
Nice. Yeah, I confuse. I think I did the same. Like, so at my cousin's house, we played the Street Fighter. He had the Super NES. We had the regular NES, and so I remember playing Street Fighter a lot as a kid because we would go over to his house and play that.
which explains
Why I mixed them up. But
why you're so into fighting games too.
yeah, no, it is.
Played a bunch of Street Fighter and shit. See, I played like the fighting games I did play as a kid were like my cousins were really into like arcades in like deep South Mexico. So they were more into like King of Fighters really than Street Fighter, like SNK stuff.
Oh, okay. SNK stuff was cool.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Dior Wilson once again for the question. Got us walking down memory lane over here, man. So shout out to you. But moving on to the next topic here, EA looks like not necessarily their exclusivity deal for Star Wars seems to be at an end. It's not being cut short, meaning like I think it's still going to run its course until 2023, which is when supposedly it was set to end. It was a 10-year deal made in 2013. But Lucasfilm Games, who also was involved with that Indiana Jones announcement from earlier, came out in partnership with Ubisoft earlier this week to announce a huge open world Star Wars game. So that's gonna be pretty dope. It's the studio working on it is massive. Is the game studio within Ubisoft is doing it? I believe it's headed by the dudes who did the Division games. So I never gave the Division a shot, so I can't really speak too much on that.
I've watched a lot of gameplay. I've watched Elliot play it a lot, so I know they had a lot of fun with it. They definitely noticed a lot of what it was lacking, and I heard a lot about that as well. But overall, I think it wasn't bad, like terrible. Like it wasn't Cyberpunk bad. This is hold on.
Dude, bro.
Hold up. Let me just acknowledge this for a second. This is so bad. Like Cyberpunk is so bad that we can now say that we have a scale now, like, and the bottom is like Cyberpunk bad. Do you realize this?
Whew, that's rough, man. It's like it's a new barometer within the industry. You know what I mean? Like that sucks, man. Their whole game became a joke.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, dude, this Star Wars open world game. Fuck yeah, sign me up.
Bro, not only that, but I think the direct statement from the Disney spokesperson was that he said that like that they were proud of whatever they had that they said EA has been and will continue to be a very strategic and important partner for us now and going forward, but we did feel like there's room for others. So that opens the door not only for Ubisoft but for all kinds of people to get their hands on Star Wars stuff, and like it'll be back like in the old days, man, when there was like different Star Wars games released, like a couple of different Star Wars games a year that weren't Lego shit. You know, we can get Rogue Squadron back for Nintendo. We can get like
hell yeah
shit like that back. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see if anybody else can like approach them for a partnership. Like I said, maybe Nintendo hits them up for another Rogue Squadron or something. But dude,
how sick would a Rogue Squadron remake be? I love that game. I played that game back and forth, dude. I loved that game. Rogue Squadron was my shit.
One of the best fucking GameCube games, man. I love that shit. Yeah, man, this open world one, I mean, I think we've all discussed before how kind of a little tired we've gotten or we can get of the Ubisoft formula and how other games are kind of the same thing with a different skin on it. You know, you climb the tower to unlock the map, and then you follow the follow the waypoints to the quests and all that type of stuff. But I mean,
yeah,
I don't think it's been done within a Star Wars like that. I don't think there's been a Star Wars game that like Jedi Fallen Order was good, but it was a more like linear focused experience. You know what I mean? It wasn't as open world as any Ubisoft formula game would be. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know if I'd be necessarily mad if it was the traditional Ubisoft formula this time, just because like fuck it, man. You want to give me a big old Star Wars map to run around pointlessly in? Fuck it, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, will they make it a game where you're playing as a Jedi, or would they make it a game where it's like a third-person shooter? Because there was that one Star Wars game, like on
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Bounty. No, not just Bounty Hunter.
Oh, that was on the Xbox. Yeah, I'm talking about Bounty Hunter on the Xbox.
There was one that was on the N64.
Oh, like Shadows of the Empire and those? Yeah.
Because I think that would be dope.
Yeah, those were fucking dope ass games. I think they canceled a project like that. EA did when they shut down Visceral Studios. The people that did Dead Space, they canceled a project that a Star Wars project they were working on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that probably would have been more around that type of style of game, which would have been dope. You know what I mean? But we'll see, man. Like I said, the doors are gonna be wide open now. So let's fucking get some good Star Wars games back in the mix, man. They've been on a good track record with freaking Fallen Order and Squadrons was pretty good too, right? I think you tried Squadrons a bit.
They were good. I like Fallen Order, and Squadrons was actually a lot of fun.
Speaking of,
I can't play it for too long, but I have a lot of fun every time I turn it on.
Fallen Order, I believe, just got like a big next gen patch this week, so it's like running.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and play that some more.
Yeah, it got all hella upgraded and shit. So.
Oh shit.
Might have to rebuy that on PlayStation because I had it on Xbox.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, man, we can move on to our last PodBoyz question here before we wrap it up with the last topic. This one comes to us from Night Juane, who just got a mention earlier on in the episode, but shout out to Night Juane. Thanks for sending the question in. He says, what are your biggest expectations for this new console generation?
My biggest expectations are I just want to see some new fucking shit. Like, I want to see, on the PS5, I want to see innovation, like with the controller and stuff, because why have this awesome sick controller that does crazy shit and not use it?
Yeah, because they tend to underuse all the cool features they add into those controllers. Like after the first couple years, they release a couple gimmicky games for it that usually starts to go away. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly. So I want to see them not like throw that to the wayside. So I expect it to be more of a thing moving forward. And I don't have an Xbox yet, so I can't really say too much of it. But my expectations for next gen are for Xbox to get their shit together and
release some fucking games.
Get some good games on there. Like I expect Fable to be really good. So. I don't know what else they got in line, but I expect Halo. It's been delayed, so hopefully they're fixing their shit and it's good, So I don't know, man. My expectations are just like they're a little tempered now with Cyberpunk and everything that's been coming out. They're tempered, but at the same time, like I expect that like things to be more innovative because otherwise, like. Yeah, we got this crazy new hardware, but if these developers aren't using it to its fullest potential, then we're not going to get the experience that we paid for.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel the same way. Like for example, like one of the biggest things we've noticed so far, even early on, is like the SSD and the difference that's made, like with load times and stuff like that. And we have yet to see it fully in action, like in our hands, like with something like Ratchet and Clank, which like they keep showing off in the trailers as being this crazy thing where you can warp to whole different new worlds in an instant with that SSD. And I definitely want to see more stuff like that, like the SSD used more as a development tool to within the game, like using that to like power game mechanics like that for like, you know, big world shifts and like fast moving stuff, like the tech demo that showed like quick flying and stuff like that, as opposed to just like, oh, well, it loads faster. You know what I mean? I want to see them like actually incorporate that as an aspect of development and like use it for something. You know what I mean? And I'm excited to see like 3-4 years down the line, once developers really start getting like a feel for the hardware and everything like that, I want to see like just how far they can push the limits of the hardware. Like we saw what Last of Us 2 looked like on the PS4 Pro. We saw what Ghost of Tsushima looks like on the PS4 Pro. Like developers were making that thing look and push well beyond its weight towards the end of the cycle because they were so good at like max optimizing for the hardware, you know what I mean? And once that happens with these, I think we're gonna start, like you said, your expectations were a bit tempered with Cyberpunk. I think your expectations will start to like expand a bit more once we start seeing developers get confident with the hardware.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Here's the thing. I want to hear my PlayStation cry like my PS4 did.
Oh, you want the jet engine back? You want it to jet engine a bit?
Well, I mean, you know, that tells me that obviously it'd be awesome if it's pushed to its limit and doesn't do that the way it's supposed to work, you know?
Yeah.
But if I'm playing a game where it's like working that thing where I can hear it as like, okay, now I know this thing's doing something, you know?
Yeah.
I know that's kind of a like dumb thing to say, but honestly, like even the PS4 Pros, when you play some of those cutscenes in those games, those fucking things go fucking nuts. Yeah, pretty much, dude.
So what you're saying is you want to see that PS5 sweat.
Pretty much, yeah. I feel like it's getting in some light jogging every now and then. You know what I mean? So far. And regarding the like what you said with the load times and that, I think the best experience that we've had so far with that kind of thing is going to be, well, in my opinion, has been from my experience, has been Miles Morales, because I feel like I could just play that game and keep going. Like there's no actual load time. Even when you fast travel, it's just like black screen. Okay, now you're in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like pretty much instantaneous, and like even like, for example, like I've gone from like playing Demon Souls, playing Miles Morales, playing even Destiny, which still has like a couple of seconds of load times. Like, but when I go back to like God of War, which is basically running through backwards compatibility, that still has like it's not as bad. I would hope as the PlayStation 4, but it's I could still definitely feel the difference there within like.
One thing though,
it's not optimized for it, you know what I
mean? But I will say one thing though, that I personally got kind of tired of in God of War. They tried to they hid their load times through fast travel, through you having to actually like walk through the plane.
Oh, in God of War?
Yeah,
you walk through that little path, that little light path you have to traverse.
That's actually like a loading screen.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and games have always had stuff like that. Like in video games, whenever you have to like squeeze through like a narrow gap, that's a method of hiding that they're loading the next area in front of you and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Video game, they found very clever ways to like hide and blend it into like game mechanics to like try and distract you from the fact that they're loading, but they're definitely still there sometimes, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to Night Juana for the question. Thank you for sending it in. We appreciate every single one of you who sent a question in, and keep them coming, man. It makes for a pretty dope break in the conversation here, and you know, you get to learn a little bit more directly about what you want to hear from us. So
yeah, hell yeah. That was fun.
Well, yeah, moving on to the next topic here. It's a bit of a cluster of topics because Pokemon had a bit of a news explosion this week. So first of all, They launched the 25th anniversary webpage. It's, I believe, you can skip a couple of the Pokemon links and go to the third one I sent for Pokemon if you want to pull it up. But there's a cool little video on there. It's the first thing they released. They announced that they're going to be releasing a Pokemon themed playlist and teaming up with Katy Perry or some shit like that. I don't know. But apparently, we've talked about it before. They're supposedly going super fucking big for this shit, which leads into what we're going to be talking about last year. But apart from the website launching, I'm sure they're going to be adding more to it as the year progresses. Not much on there right now besides, like I said, the Katy Perry thing and that cool little video they made in celebration. But we also had a new trailer and release date revealed for new Pokemon Snap, which I was pretty excited for when it was announced. I don't know about you, but
I'm probably gonna get this.
Did you check out the trailer?
Yeah.
Holy shit, those graphics though, right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
I mean, obviously, it's not a full Pokemon game. You're not going to be running around catching anything. You're going to be on rails taking pictures, which is why they can, sacrifice and make it look that good. But goddamn, do I wish the main games looked this good.
Yeah, serious shit, dude. But not just that. Oh, dude, this is so nostalgic. I played the shit out of the original Pokemon Snap.
Dude, so did I, man. And it's such I remember trying to get it to work on emulators too when I couldn't actually play it, and it was always really bad on emulators, but I loved the shit out of this game. I used to play it at this kid's house who lived right up the street from me at the mobile homes where the homie Vince used to live.
Oh yeah.
I used to visit a homie up that used to live in there and play Pokemon Snap at his house. It was such a dope game. The different things you have to do to make different situations occur to get different Pokemon to appear. It was such a clever concept back in the day. And the fact that they're bringing it back and expanding upon it with over 200 Pokemon in it to photograph and shit, it's dope. It also came with a release date. It's going to be coming at the end of April, so it's coming out April 30th. So
sick.
Still a little bit of the ways off, but the time flies by. We got Nintendo's coming strong at the first few months of the year, man. So we got 3D World next month. I believe the month after that is Monster Hunter Rise, and then April we got that shit. We got fucking Pokemon Snap. I don't know if Bravely Default I think is also coming February or something like that. So Nintendo's hitting the ground running in 2021, man.
Yeah. I'm excited for these Pokemon games, dude, and I really hope those rumors are true, man.
Yes. And to round it off here, to end the podcast off, there are some big rumors that have been going around forever, but we finally got a bit more traction, a little bit more meat to chew on this week, as Diamond and Pearl remakes are rumored to be revealed sometime next month. To be releasing towards the end of the year. Nintendo reactivated the domain and URL for the Diamond and Pearl website. It's not active. You can't go on there and look at anything yet. Obviously, nothing's been announced, but the domain has been reactivated because people do all kinds of crazy snooping. The people who were reporting the leak, Central Pokemon, said that they can confirm that it's not going to be in the style of Let's Go. It's going to be a more traditional battling and catching system. So
hell yeah.
My favorite gen, man. This is it. You know it. Fucking Diamond Pearl Platinum was my shit.
How many days did we spend going to school with our DSs, fucking battling each other, trading Pokemon on Diamond and Pearl?
Bro, how many fucking months upon months did we spend hatching and training and EV training and getting the vitamins, and you gotta make sure you give them the right, and 252 Ghastlies and Dude, luckily that game had the fucking sick-ass poker watch thing with, like, a bunch of different apps on it, and you had, like, I remember EV trading on that shit, pulling up the little tally, one that you could, like, write, like, a notepad, and just literally keeping tally, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slash thing, like, and that's how it would count how many ghastlies I needed to kill, fucking poker virus, dude. Thousands of hours in those cartridges, man.
Fun fact, my Pokerus that I still have currently on my Pokemon games comes from Pokemon that I had way back then.
So your Pokerus originates in your Sinnoh region?
My Pokerus has been going through every single generation, has made it somehow to Sword and Shield through Pokemon Home and all that shit.
That's fucking insane, man. That's dope. But yeah, man, I am on like pins and needles hoping that these rumors are true. I can't wait for this reveal if it's coming. Like, I want it to look so much better than Sword and Shield, but I know it's probably not going to. But I don't know. Regardless, I'm excited. I regardless of what it looks like, it's gonna be a fucking full-fledged remake of arguably my favorite game of all time. The game I spent probably the most time in my fucking life. So I'm scared / excited, and I am like so hyped and I'm so ready, and I need this to be true.
Same, dude. And the good thing is, it's gonna be portable. As it should be. So we're gonna be able to take it everywhere.
I mean, we always were able to take it everywhere. It was a DS game.
I know. But I'm saying, like, Switch,
Yeah, because I mean, we've talked about it before, but I still just feel weird whenever, like, the couple of times that I've played it on my TV. I'm just like, no, this
feels wrong, right?
This is what I've always wanted, but no, I can't do this.
I think we had Pokemon Stadium back in the day, so that was close.
Yeah, but you didn't like run around in Overworld. I'd say the closest thing would have been like not Coliseum, fucking Pokemon XD on the GameCube, Gale of Darkness. I don't know if you ever played that.
Oh, no, I didn't play that one.
You never, what? With Shadow Lugia and the Shadow Pokemon, you never played that one?
No.
Bruh, that's crazy. You need to get your hands on a GameCube and find a copy, dude. That's like a dope-ass fucking game.
I have a GameCube, but it doesn't work. It's broken.
No, what the heck? GameCubes are fucking like tanks. What'd you do to it?
It just doesn't work.
That's crazy.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't power on or what?
No, it powers on. I think there's something wrong with the disc reader because it powers on and then doesn't like actually run any disc.
I see. Yeah, man, you need to check out those GameCube games, dude. They were some shit. But Diamond and Pearl remakes. So excited, so ready.
Hell yeah.
We've been talking about it since like before Sword and Shield even came out, because everyone, everyone has they follow the cycle. It's game, second version, remake, game, second version, remake. So at this time, they opted out of a second version for the DLC, and if they did do that, it would be the year of a remake. So it all makes sense. It all lines up. They've done all sorts of weird teases and stuff like that.
Have a line.
The domain has been reactivated, so it has where there's smoke, there has to be fire. So I think they're coming for sure. It's just a matter of seeing them announce next month and just seeing what they're gonna change, what they're not gonna change, how it's gonna. I'm just scared. I'm nervous.
Nintendo Direct. Let's go, Diamond and Pearl.
Dude, I would fucking have a conniption.
Do you like my Nintendo Direct impression?
No. Yes, it was a good impression. I just didn't like the subject matter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, man.
I really hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, I would be sad too, man.
You didn't even play the original Let's Go, huh?
No, I refuse.
You You gotta play it, man. It's a good game.
No, I refuse.
It's a good game.
I refuse. I refuse to not catch Pokemon the way they're supposed to be caught.
That's fair.
I refuse.
That's fair. But on that note, on that bitter note, that's going to do it for us here on the podcast this week. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us. Thank you so much to everyone who stuck around for this long. If you made it to the end of the episode, you are a true Pokemon master and champion of your region. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sticking with us. As far as content goes this week, still trying to get back on track here on the channel. Still not ready to hop back on Vince Makes Oscar Plays yet, but that'll be back as soon as possible. I might be looking into doing a bit more streaming next week. We'll see how work ends up looking, because they've been doing some crazy stuff with my schedule and canceling the changes and doing all kinds of crazy weird things. So definitely going to try and get back into streaming soon. I want to start Persona 5 Royal really bad, but I know VC and everybody else would like eviscerate me if I don't finish 4 on stream with them first. Even though I did finish it, it's just extra content at this point. But,
No, you gotta get through the extra content.
Dude, that extra dungeon just sounds like such a fucking hassle, dude.
Just do it, man. You're gonna love every second of it.
No, I'm not. Because it's not a regular dungeon. There's like some bullshit mechanics involved in it that don't sound fun. But anyway, gonna try and get back to it as soon as possible. I promise. But yeah, you can find us on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at KnifeLifeOsk, KnifeLifeOSC. You can find Eric at.
You can find me at Erky Plays everywhere as well.
You can find us together at the PodBoyz Advance Twitter at PodBoyz Advance. Join the Discord. Link is going to be down below in the description. Dope community we got going in there. We got the PodBoyz questions cracking now. Got all those answered for the week. So make sure you join the Discord. Pop in there and say hi. Ask us a question, and you'll be featured on a future PodBoyz ep. So make sure you guys get on that. If you prefer audio, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on Anchor and everywhere else that Anchor puts us. So definitely check us out wherever you'd like as PodBoyz Advance. And that's pretty much going to do it for us here this week. As always, my name is Oscar.
And I'm Eric.
And we're the PodBoyz Advance. We will see you guys next week.
Later.
Peace. Later. Don't eat the apple pie.
Nope.
Never eat the
Bean
apple
Dad
pie.
lives.